Who is Cyraxx? If you've been on the internet for long enough, you've probably come across this guy, Cyraxx, also known as Chance Wilkins. Today we're diving deep into one of the most bizarre and twisted tales on the internet, the Cyraxx Iceberg. If you thought you knew everything about internet oddities, prepare to be amazed and maybe a little creeped out. From his infamous YouTube videos and wild rants to the dark and hidden corners of his online presence, Cyraxx is a figure surrounded by controversy, mystery, and a whole lot of what the moments. Chance James Finley Wilkins, better known online as Cyraxx, is an American YouTuber and self-proclaimed musician. He's known for a variety of content such as rap and music covers. Cyraxx is noteworthy for a number of reasons, but amongst them, the biggest one is his raging interactions with internet trolls, which, let's say, people found really entertaining.
And Schmeckle, shut the f*** up, you loser!
We've only known you for 2 years, Cyraxx. How is it
Hey,
sick?
Schmeckle!
No one's known you for 6 years.
Shut your mouth for you piece of
No one's known you for 6 years, Cyraxx.
Shut up, Schmeckle! That's what you don't get! Marty's known me longer than you have!
No, he
And
hasn't.
I've known him for over 3.
Childhood and Sally. Not many people know this about Cyraxx, but he was actually born Patrick Smith on September 20th, 1990. His parents were Rupal Smith and Connie Lobdell. He was born very prematurely after only 16 weeks of gestation. As a result, he had a severely underdeveloped body and was bullied in school. Cyraxx grew up with his grandmother Sally because his father Rupal was actually arrested for a 14-year-old when Cyraxx couldn't have been more than 3 or 4 years old. Since his mother Connie had ADHD, she was deemed unfit to take care of Chance, and hence he was handed over to Sally. You see, Cyraxx is actually the 3rd generation of child predators in his family. His father is a child predator, and his grandfather, William D. Smith, married his grandmother Sally when she was only a teenager, who became pregnant with Rupal when she was 14. Can you see how messed up the entire thing is? When Cyraxx came to live with Sally, she was married to Gordon Wilkins. So, Sally changed his name from Patrick Smith to Chance Wilkins, because according to her, he was getting a second chance at life. However, Cyraxx's relationship with Sally wasn't great either. In 2012, police were called to his house for abusing Sally, although why he abused Sally is uncertain. His followers believe he physically assaulted Sally because she refused to drive him to Kansas to see his then-girlfriend, who was very obviously a troll. According to a commenter on YouTube, Cyraxx abused his grandmother when she declined this request. Chance became erratic and threatened Sally that he would walk to Kansas in the cold. Sally took his bag and clothes from him, and when she turned her back, Chance attacked her. Eric Scrubolo and plagiarism. Cyraxx created his first YouTube channel in 2009 called DJ Shadowblade. In the beginning, he uploaded short music videos, anime montages, and videos of him doing various activities like drumming and skateboarding. Around 2012, Cyraxx got signed on by the music label Killer Clown Sounds, run by Eric Scrubolo, out of sympathy. However, Cyraxx was soon fired from the record label after he stole Scrubolo's music and pseudonyms. Cyraxx later released an apology video for Eric with his then-girlfriend Heather.
At the time, it seemed like a good idea, and honestly, we regret it, man.
Yeah, big time.
We seriously regret doing that, man. You're family, dude.
And this was not the first or the only time he did it. He's actually very well known for stealing songs and putting his name on them. In fact, he stooped as low as stealing a poem written by a 9-year-old victim and making a song out of it. And if that's not enough, Here's a complete list of all the songs he openly stole from other artists. Kendall Smith. After the whole Eric Scrubolo thing, people started paying more attention to whatever Cyraxx was doing. And it was during this time when Kendall Smith entered the whole Cyraxx lore. She basically tried to befriend Cyraxx on Facebook, but Cyraxx, being Cyraxx, misunderstood the entire thing for something else and started harassing her online. On the 20th of March 2019, she appeared on Facebook Live and called Chance file.
Alright, this is a live video on Facebook. I got something to address to all those mothers out there.
You too.
All you mothers out there that have young children, be warned of this guy named Chance Wilkins. He'll jack off on your children. Not only that, he'll sit there and on video chat with them. He'll sit there and threaten to kill your children if they don't sleep with him. They will do whatever they can. He would literally hurt you. This man is psychotic. He's dangerous. Women, be warned. His name is Chance Wilkins. If you want his link, it's right there on the description, whatever you want to call it.
Soon after this, news started circulating that Kendall had passed. This brought about a major twist in Chance's following. People started blaming him for Kendall's death. However, it later turned out that the news was false and that Kendall never passed away. But one thing that happened after the rumor was that Cyraxx's social media pages started attracting a group of very dedicated trolls. Around the same time, Cyraxx began dating a new woman named Heather. Amidst the chaos, less sophisticated trolls used phone calls and even posed as record labels to intimidate Cyraxx. In response to this, Cyraxx recorded an extremely aggressive threat video for Kendall.
Kendall set this up! Kendall set this up! Why? Because she wants me dead! She set this up! Because she wants me dead! This is real life!
Music Biz Marty. If you've been following Cyraxx or know anything about him, you will probably be aware of his arch nemesis, Marty. In the wake of the Kendall Smith controversy, an acquaintance of Kendall relayed the story to a YouTuber named Music Biz Marty. Playing on Cyraxx's desperation to be hired by a record label, Marty created two fake competing labels, Ram Ranch Records and Bender Boys, and pitted them in a bidding war for a contract with Cyraxx. Eventually, Bender Boys won the contract, and Cyraxx celebrated his new career in one of the now most well-known videos.
I figured I'd come in, celebrate, kick it, chill. Got a brand new dope-ass track dropping with some of the homies. Like the big homie George. What's goody, what's goody, what's goody? I figured your boy Mills will drop in.
As you can clearly see, he was ecstatic, dreaming about all the riches and fame waiting ahead, not knowing what was about to come. Things took a nasty turn when Bender Boys announced that Cyraxx's album produced disappointing returns, and they decided to sell his contract to their main competitor, Ram Ranch Records. And this made Cyraxx explode. Quite, literally. Ever since this, Marty became Cyraxx's arch nemesis and main troll. However, at this point, the amount of trolls and followers was growing very rapidly. And as they grew, things started becoming way worse, thanks to Cyraxx's aggressive, combative attitude, combined with his lack of consideration other than for himself. Cyraxx would often engage in long, shouting matches with trolls. This rage also led to the infamous baseball incident. An internet troll called Aware of Myself began protesting outside Cyraxx's house for being a child predator when Cyraxx charged at him with a baseball bat, only to be overpowered by the troll. The whole incident was recorded by the troll, still living rent-free in our minds. There were many instances where he exhibited rage, mostly in the form of empty threats. A common aspect of his rages includes him shouting various racist, anti-Semitic, and homophobic slurs. While his goblin rage and death threats went extremely viral, he was actually a very cowardly person. crying for his mother during an actual fight with Marty.
Come on by, buddy boy. Come on by, Cyraxx. Come on by. Come over.
Why? Why will you leave me alone, boy? Oh, yeah, boy. Let me out.
Get the who's the king? You are? Then run away now. You shut
Fine. You win. You win. You win. Please let me go. I'm begging you. Please.
Get down here. Get up. Get the fuck up.
The very example of this was when he threatened Marty to beat him up. However, when Marty told Cyraxx that he was on his way to Akron to confront him, Cyraxx did a whole 180-degree flip and started convincing him to sort it out on livestream instead. And when Marty finally arrived, Cyraxx remained hidden inside the house while he sent his grandparents to meet Marty instead of facing him himself. Hygiene. Another well-known fact about Cyraxx is his lack of hygiene. He has admitted that he has gone weeks without bathing. He used to be covered in bug bites, and you can see them crawling on him in some of his videos. One thing that the audience noticed was that he had scabs on his skull because he used to constantly pick up dead skin from his body. Overall, he was just a very unhygienic person with yellow teeth and tongue covered in bacteria. Due to this, the trolls coined the term trench mouth to accurately describe Cyraxx's unhygienic situation, which was, let's just say, bad, even for Cyraxx's standard. Heather and domestic violence. However, as we go deeper into the iceberg, things become way more serious than just bad hygiene and a few stolen songs. In 2019, Cyraxx got into a relationship with a person named Heather Kraut. Before Heather, Chance's first real girlfriend, Abby only spoke to him online over FaceTime, and while not much is known about her, photos show that he had a hook for a hand as a result of a failed suicide by train. She broke up with him when his Facebook account was hacked, and it was revealed that he had been cheating on her. After that came Heather, who met Chance a lot more than Abby, and also moved in with him after getting out of her lesbian relationship and leaving her children behind. However, Heather and Chance's relationship was in no way perfect. Although they supported each other in many absurd stunts, and Heather could be seen hovering behind in most of Chance's videos, there are a few instances when Cyraxx shouted at Heather and fought with her during a live stream. In one incident, he went as far as almost raising his hand on Heather. Heather eventually broke up with Cyraxx, claiming that he abused her, while Chance refused to admit these allegations and continued to tell people that he never did that. This video suggests otherwise.
Listen here, you little you've been spreading lies about my mother about me abusing you. I never mother abused your ass. You didn't let me out of the goddamn room when I asked you for a mother hour, so let me out of the goddamn room. But did you? No. So no. Shut the up, bitch. Shut the up. By the way, that whole Xbox shit, guess what? My Xbox, bitch. You lost that fucking right when you left, you dumbass scumbag.
After the breakup happened, Chance released a bunch of videos. He cried in most of these videos, basically trying to convince everyone that he was innocent.
Heather never really loved me, and I found that out today. You see, when I was on the edge today, when I was close to death, and I begged and I pleaded for her to not go, she didn't do a thing. She sat there and stared at me with a blank, evil, heartless look. What kind of person does that?
Blind Billy. During a live stream with a troll Tangerine Cat, Cyraxx maintained that he was raped in high school by his friend Billy Seiler when he was 16 or 17 years old.
Fortunately, when I was 16, 17 years old, around that time period, I was actually raped by one of my best friends from high school. Now, at the time, I didn't know that he was gay.
This intrigued his followers, and hence they began investigating. Turns out that what Chance said was not even close to the truth. The suspicion became stronger when in another video, Chance mentioned how his family approached the school about this incident, and in response, they kicked him out of the school instead of the other way around.
They know what Billy did. They know what Billy did. That's why they removed me from that school, because of what he did, so it didn't happen to me again.
For starters, the dates didn't add up. Cyraxx said that he was 16 or 17 when this happened, but he didn't change schools until 2009 when he was 19 years old. So something was definitely wrong with Cyraxx's version of the story. He later addressed this and changed his statement by saying that it was not him who was underage, but Billy. By this time, Cyraxx's trolls and followers alike were invested. The information provided by him was enough to track Billy's Facebook and contact him. Once Billy was contacted, the entire truth about Cyraxx's horrible lie came to the limelight. This was enough for his followers to believe it was not Cyraxx who got sexually assaulted, but the other way around. Chance abused a blind disabled minor when he was still in high school. This only escalated later when he admitted to having a 14-year-old friend. Except that the kid wasn't only a friend, he was someone Cyraxx sent explicit pictures to, knowing fully well that the person he was talking to was a minor.
So what? I have a friend that's 14 years old.
Child prediction. Now, if there's one thing you should know about Cyraxx, it's that he hates Kate and Masshole the most in this entire world. And this is because Kate managed to catch Cyraxx red-handed in a sting operation and exposed him as a pedophile. Kate, who belonged to a child predator hunting group, Masshole reports, posed as a 14-year-old girl named Crystal to try to talk to Cyraxx. Turns out, he did not care at all about her age and would send her explicit pictures and videos asking for nudes. On April 27, 2021, on a live stream by Music Biz Marty and Kate, Cyraxx claimed that he had dated a legitimate 15-year-old girl by the name of Chloe. And if that's not enough, in January 2017, Cyraxx claimed that he knew an 11-year-old boy who he said was a fan of his videos and music. In another YouTube video, he talked about a 14-year-old kid whom he said has been there for him.
If anything, she stood up for me many a times. She has stood up for me against all you motherfuckers, because like me, she knows what it's like to be bullied.
The way he expressed his faith and loyalty towards a 14-year-old kid in this video is one more reason why what Candle predicted about him was not a lie. She said that Cyraxx is a pedophile who would lure kids to sexually exploit them. And from what Cyraxx was doing through his online presence, it doesn't seem unlikely that Cyraxx indeed had some twisted things for innocent kids. Defending Chris Chan. As we keep peeling off these layers, we discover that Cyraxx is a very unstable person. Not only would he constantly talk to minors online, but he had the audacity to defend other people who did similar things. On August 1, 2021, the notorious YouTuber and artist Chris Chan was arrested by police for engaging in incest and rape with his mother, who allegedly has dementia. This was a truly disgusting and vile incident, but Cyraxx didn't think so. He appeared on a live stream and decided to defend Chris Chan against all the evidence. Cyraxx appeared on live stream and said that the allegations against Chris Chan were false. He stated that after doing his research, he felt like Chris wouldn't actually rape his mother due to their body language and that their trolls and audience are worse than them. He affirms if someone was bullied enough on the internet, they would admit something they didn't do in order to make the trolling activity stop. The way he defended the incident really makes us question whether he will be the next Chris Chan or maybe he'll be something way worse. Thank you for sticking to the end. If you guys want us to make part 2 for the Cyraxx Iceberg, please comment down below and let me know.